I mean, I think that for me, it's, I think those rebellious phases are inevitable and just like part of growing up. You can't be like perfect all the time. I mean, nobody's perfect, period. A big part of like keeping a good head on your shoulders is just having a lot of like self-awareness.
Johnny Depp has finally struck back. He has won the defamation case against Amber Heard, and his fans all over the place. Well, he himself is all over the place, as it has been a very traumatic experience for him when he was dragged through the mud like that. It has been a hard time, especially for his kids, and Johnny made it abundantly clear that the biggest reason he has stood up to defend himself against all the filthy allegations was his kids. Let's see how they have been going along with the defamation trial. Amber Heard and Lily Rose were never close, as Johnny revealed in the court. The Voyager star was not present at the couple's 2015 wedding, and there was no sugarcoating the reasons why, as Johnny revealed during the court case on April 20. He said Heard and Lily Rose were not on particularly great terms. Lily Rose was among the first few people who raised their voices for Johnny when the allegations were made back in 2016. Lily Rose has shown continued support for her father when Heard filed a restraining order against Johnny. Lily Rose shared social media posts clarifying that the law enforcement found zero evidence of any crime at the scene. The French-American actress also posted a now-deleted throwback photo in May of that year with the caption, "My dad is the sweetest, most loving person I know. He's been nothing but a wonderful father to my little brother and I, and everyone who knows him would say the same." It's not just Lily Rose who disapproves of her dad's ex-wife. Johnny's second child with parody 20-year-old Jack Depp apparently feels the same. While speaking to the jury, Johnny said in court, "My kids are far more intelligent than I am. They refuse to be around her." Amber Heard talked about Johnny's daughter in the court, saying she felt concerned for her as Heard was trying to paint a picture in which Johnny came off as a bad father who gives drugs to his kids. Heard said,
"And I felt protective over Lily Rose and concerned, and naturally they were not my children. It's not my place, and I understand that. I know it's a sensitive subject, so I understand why Johnny got so upset with me."
Johnny back then said,
"I felt it my responsibility to stand up not only for myself in that instance, but stand up for my children."
He added, "I wanted to clear my children of this horrid thing they were having to read about their father," which was untrue. Not only his daughter, but his ex and the mother of his children, Vanessa Paradis, also came to Johnny's rescue when he was being dragged through the mud, as she said. "I am aware of the allegations which Amber Heard has publicly accused Johnny of for more than 4 years now. This is nothing like the true Johnny I have known, and from my personal experience of many years, I can say he was never violent or abusive to me." She added that Heard's domestic violence allegations were outrageous and really distressing for both Johnny's career and the family as a whole. Lily Rose did come forward to defend her father at the beginning, but she has been awfully silent lately. Lily Rose Depp has been called out for remaining silent during her father's lengthy and explosive defamation trial. It has clearly not set well with Depp's fans that his own daughter has been silent on the matter. According to Page 6, 22-year-old Lily's social media handles have been flooded by fans of her father who demanded that she break her silence about the trial that has gripped the world. Lily hasn't posted on social media since April 11, when the trial began. Commenting on Lily's posts from before the trial started, many fans bombarded her comment section with the hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp, while many others resorted to abusing her for ignoring the trial. One user quoted by BuzzFeed wrote, "Please support your father. Regardless of your relationship with him, you know that Amber is not the victim. Support him, please speak up." One fan wrote, "Not a single pic of your dad. What kind of human being are you?" Another pissed-off fan said, "After years, you will be gone and forgotten, and people will only remember you as the daughter of a legendary man." However, many users also jumped to defend Lily from angry fans demanding she speak out, with one fan writing, "She doesn't owe you anything, and she doesn't need to do anything. Stop harassing her." Another user said, "Ignore the hate, love. We know you support your dad. Not everything has to be so public." Another user who came to defend Lily said, "Johnny would not want you all attacking his daughter. Leave her alone. She has done nothing to deserve y'all attacking her. Be better humans. Well, the good news is that all this chaos will be coming to an end now, as Johnny has now won the trial and he is thrilled. Johnny Depp issued a lengthy statement celebrating the verdict in his lawsuit against Amber Heard. The Aquaman star must now pay $50 million in damages to Depp, $10 million in compensatory damages, and $5 million in punitive damages after the jury ruled that she defamed Depp when she wrote a 2018 Washington Post op-ed alluding to her past claims of domestic violence. While the jury in the verdict sided more with Depp, it still ruled that Depp defamed Heard in the course of fighting back against her charges. The jury awarded her $2 million in compensatory damages for her counterclaim. Following the verdict, Depp wrote a statement as he said, "From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that." While Depp celebrated the verdict, Heard slammed the decision in her own statement as she said, "The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband." Depp himself was not in attendance at the Virginia courthouse when the verdict was read. The man is currently in the UK. He, however, was quick to talk about it as he stated, "6 years ago, my life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed." He added, "False, very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content, although no charges were even brought against me. It had already traveled around the world within a nanosecond, and it has a seismic impact on my life and my career." He then said, "And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled." Despite the verdict finally bringing the case to an end, the trial has brought up lurid, intimate, and embarrassing details about both Heard and Depp that are unlikely to be forgotten by the public. The subject around which the defamation trial revolved, domestic abuse, remains messy and problematic. Depp lost a previous defamation case in the UK against the British tabloid The Sun, which had called him a wife-beater, as the jury found that the claim was substantially true. During the trial in Virginia, Depp and Heard reciprocally accused each other of physical abuse. Amber Heard, on the other hand, seems to be disgusted with the decision. She said that she is worried about the well-being of all the women in the world after the jury gave the verdict against her. She added, "I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously." It is true that Johnny Depp had a lot of support going into this trial. He was supported by his family and millions of fans around the world, but if we sit and think about it, no one but Amber Heard is to be blamed for getting herself to be humiliated in court and on social media with all the arguments and the proofs she put forward in the court, trying to defend herself and put down her ex-husband in the worst way possible. She was caught lying on multiple occasions, and the jury is yet to say something about that, because she has been caught lying in court under oath. If you lie under oath, you commit a federal crime, and that is punishable by the law. It has also been heard that Amber could very much end up in jail for lying under oath as well. What do you guys think about that? How do you see Lily Rose's quietness during the trial, and where do you see Johnny and Heard going from here? Do not hesitate to leave your opinion in the comment box, and in order to stay updated, stay tuned.